I know, right?
Yep.
That's so funny.
Oh, that was the best. I mean, that did make your belly laugh. Your wood's wet.
Yeah, exactly. All right, guys. Thank you so much for getting on the call. It's a packed house. We're super excited what's going on. Let me make sure here. All right, say hi to me. Okay, cool. Everyone's getting on the call right now, especially. You're in Arizona right now, right?
Yeah, I'll be in Cali tomorrow, buddy.
Oh, heck yeah, bro.
Yep.
Woo! Coming back to Cali.
Hi, Andrew.
Hello, Deb.
Hey, there's Hunt.
What up, Hunt? Awesome.
Yep. The three amigos.
That's right.
Mackenzie's, I think, in a room, but we're all here.
All right, make sure. And we got you on the line. We have Dr. Becky on the line, and I believe Brad's on the line. Right, Brad? Senor Brad.
Hey, Senor
Awesome.
Tayles.
All right, guys, we're super excited what's going on. I'm super stoked. I'll go ahead and get the call started and the webinar started, especially what's going on. Let you know this is a huge CBD movement. We are super excited and duper excited about what's going on because of the fact that this is growing every single day. And I'm glad my buddy, my brother from all the way in Arizona, he actually introduced me to this company. Super excited about that because I was able to use a product and I was able to have the AM, which helps me every single day, the PM, as well as some other incredible products. But our new Vice President of Kannaway, Mr. Jeff Lazard, are you there?
Dude, Vice President? Dude,
I have to keep like, hey, I knew ranks. I have to like get used to saying that. So,
dude, people think that literally I'm the Vice President of Kannaway. It's not. Somebody said that to me the other day. I'm like, no, I said it's Vice Presidential Director. It's a pin rank because he thought it was the Vice President of Kannaway. That's Senor Tayles' fault, not mine.
Yeah.
Is Bradley on the phone yet?
You should be on there. I'm not sure. Let's see. Brad, are you there?
Here, will you get him, Andrew? You want me to talk for a minute?
Yeah, go ahead.
So let me share with you guys. I just came back from Colorado, and what a trip that was. We went up there. We did a Super Saturday training. It's kind of like a baby version of a red carpet event minus all the executive staff, but it was a blast. And that group is on fire. And just, it was amazing. The room literally was packed. And we just went in there. It was me, Dana, Mary, some of the regional directors. Let's name a few: Autumn Sandoval, Michelle Fatchett, Amy Goad, Nicole Newbert actually talked for the first time, which was awesome to see that. She's going to be a rock star in this industry for years to come. Mary Sides got up there. It was a great event. But what I can tell you guys is this. Don't take events lightly, because the four ladies, Michelle, Kim Knox, Amy Goad, and then Autumn, I call them the Parker Four, but three are from Parker, one's from Aurora, Colorado. They all went on blind faith within being in the business within 2 weeks. They flew down to Phoenix and went to a red carpet event. So don't take these events lightly because your life literally can change. All four of those ladies today are area directors or above. Three of them are regional directors. And I can tell you that if a red carpet event is around, you definitely want to attend. So I can tell you that the importance of events, whether it's a call like this, and Andrew, thank you very much for doing this and being consistent every single week, my man.
Thank you, brother.
I know what it takes. It's not, easy. It's not convenient, but success isn't convenient. So, being on this call, being on the Wednesday webinar, being on the Saturday training call, plugging your people into building a Hempire. But if you can get out to a red carpet event, the next one is in Orange County, and you're going to be able to meet our next guest on the phone, Mr. Brad Tayles. You get to meet Blake.
You're Brad.
You get to meet Randy. You get to meet Dr. Titus. I know Brian Higuera is going to be there. So, guys, events. It will change your life. I try not to miss any of them. But I get the honor and privilege tonight to introduce Senor Tayles, guys. And as you can see this picture right here, He speaks 1,000 words. This guy is an absolute rock star. He's very humble. You know, one of the things that I appreciate about Brad, not only the success and his integrity, but guys, he's as cool as a cucumber. You know, you don't know if it's a good day, a bad day. He always stays consistent. He's been that way ever since I've known him, and he always gave me great advice. It was never, you know, it's something to benefit. It was always just great advice, and he's always been a great human being. He has a tremendous family. You know, we know his family. You know, Kelly. You know, for her to allow Brad to travel every single week away from them, because he does commute from Michigan to San Diego, and he sees this big. So, guys, I know you can't, you know, clap or whatever, but, you know, how about some chat love for Mr. Brad Tayles, and throw some chat love on there for him. But hey, it's actually the president of our company. Bradley, are you there?
I am. Jeff, can you hear me okay?
I can hear you great, brother. It's all yours, my man.
Well, thanks a lot for those kind words, my friend, and right back at you, buddy. One of the things that is most special to me about this business and about building something together is you get to work with people you like and enjoy. I mean, I hang out with Jeff because I love hanging out with Jeff. I don't have to hang out with Jeff. I love hanging out with Jeff because of the guy he is. He's a lot of fun. He's all about integrity. I love his wife and his kids, and that's what it's about. A lot of times you go through life. You know, I've got a big family. I've got 4 sisters and a brother. I love my sisters. I hate my brother. He's just a jerk. That's just the way he is. You can't pick your family sometimes, but you can pick your friends and you can pick your business associates that you want to build something with. And I'm just blessed to call Jeff Lessard now one of my closest friends, if not my closest friend. And we met like 15 years ago, and we've stayed friends over those 15 years because of who he is, and that's one of the powerful things. I know Jeff talked about events. There's not very many secrets in this industry, folks. There really is not. Consistency is a secret. It's not a sprint. It's a marathon. Do what others won't do so you can have what others don't have. You know, it's being consistent. Jeff talks to people. Andrew talks to people every single day about this business. I talk to people every single day about this business. The beautiful part is, it's the easiest conversation I've ever had in 29 years. You mentioned you're in the cannabis space. Watch out. They may not get involved. They may not be for it. But holy smokes, you've opened up a can of worms that they're inquisitive. They're asking questions. And more often than not, 95% of the time, it's like, you got to be kidding me. How do I get into that? Not, oh, it's one of those things, or, oh, how's that little energy thing going for you? Or, oh, how's that telecom deregulation? Are you kidding me? You mentioned the word cannabis, and everyone is all over it. So, folks, I'll just tell you what. I've been doing this for a long time, 29 years now, and I've seen the good, the bad, and the ugly that this industry has to offer. My fear, my really only fear, is that good people like you on this call and on this phone and on this webinar don't take this opportunity as seriously as you should. Because the day will come, whether it's 2 years from now, 5 years from now, 20 years from now, and you may not be where you want to be in life. Your family may not be where you want in life. And God doesn't give us that many chances in life to do something great and to be on the leading edge and just be at the right place at the right time. I've yet to be on the highway and have a Brinks truck full of money open up and have all the money spill out on the highway in front of me so I could stop and pick it all up. I was having that conversation with my wife the other day. I don't know if I'd give those bags of money back. I should, and I probably would, but I'd be tempted not to. And I've promised, or I've prayed to God many a time, saying, God, just put me at the right place at the right time so I can capitalize on something. I don't have to be the smartest. I don't have to be the hardest working. Just put me at the right place at the right time with the right people. Folks, again, back in 1996, 97-ish, a telecom company that I helped start, our parent company was bought by a company called Quest, and we got a $150 million bonus check. That was an exciting day. That's the most zeros I ever saw on a check in my entire life. That was an exciting day. Exciting industry. I've never seen anything like this, the magnitude of this industry, of this company's positioning, of where we're going to be not even close. It's like comparing a Chevy Chevette to a Chevy Corvette. For all of you know the difference between those two cars. They don't even make the Chevette anymore. But if you had to describe it to a blind person, you couldn't. There's nothing you could say to give them the ability to look at those two cars and realize which one's the good one and which one's the crappy one. I've never seen anything like this. So my biggest fear is that you walk away from this and you don't put your heart and soul into it, and then 2 years later you see how much Jeff Lassard's worth, Andrew's worth, Brad's worth, Blake's worth, Valerie's worth, Randy's worth, and everybody else, and you're going, you've got to be kidding me. Because I've been there before. It's not a good feeling. There's going to be many people that sit back and they do a little bit. They get to area director, regional director, national director, where we have our minimum income guarantees, which is both a blessing and a curse, because there's going to be people who settle for $8,333 a month. $8,333. That's not bad, but they're going to have people in their group that are making $83,000 a month, and that's a tough pill to swallow because they're more talented. You were here first, and you're going, wait a minute, whoa, 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 whoa. They're making $83,000 a month. I'm only making $8,300 a month, and I'm going to say, yep, they are. Why? Because they went to work at every level. You fell asleep. When you hit that level, you got comfortable at $8,333. Jeff Lassard is not comfortable, and he's way, 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 way above whatever that minimum income guarantee now is, Jeff. I think for the level you're at, I think it's 26 or whatever it's at. Whatever that 26,000 or 35,000, whatever that, he's way, way, way above that. He's a couple rank above where he is minimum, and he's not stopping. And that's the key, folks. I will tell you when it's okay to stop. You'll see Brad stopping. That'll be your sign to say, you know what? Okay, maybe I can slow down a little bit. But just take this for what it's worth, folks. Do not let this moment in time go by. God put this opportunity in front of you for a reason. Take full advantage of it. You couldn't have hit our company at a better time with a better group of people than Andrew Moran and Jeff Lassard, that entire team. So, guys, thanks for inviting me on the call. I don't want to keep you any longer because I know Andrew wants to cover some things as well, but do not take this moment in time lightly. Pack, I'll tell you what, the people who have the most people at the Orange County event will make the most money the next 30, 60 days after that event. That's just the way it happens. That's just the way it is. It's not secret. It's not a secret. It's not a magic. It's just the way it is. That's just what happens. Jeff Lassard, our top money earner, because he puts the most people at events, every single event. There's no secret to that. So with that being said, Andrew, Jeff, thanks for all you do, folks. Thanks for inviting me on the call. I love you guys, and I'll talk to you later.
Well, thank you so much, Brad. Thank you so much, brother. And, man, what you do in the back end and the office, and just putting all your heart. And I know you're working hard for us and traveling everywhere. And thank you again for everything you're doing, bro.
You're welcome, my friend.
Awesome, brother. I'll talk to you soon. I'll see you soon. Brother Jeff, are you there? Definitely. All right. We're super excited what's going on, guys. Let me go ahead and take this off. And another guest that we have here, she is a huge friend of mine, heart of gold, passionate about sharing with everyone. She's all the way from Arizona. Our Dr. Becky, are you there, Doctor?
I'm here. Thanks, guys.
All right. Let me go ahead and get you all started.
Thanks, Brad. It's always an honor to be here. And I have to echo what Brad said. We are on such a precipice of hitting a huge global movement. And I've been around two other network marketing companies that were multi-billion-dollar companies. And this is the next one. There's no doubt in my mind, because I see the alignment, I see the integrity, I see the global movement, I see the research, the science behind CBD, I see what people are experiencing, and I see the love of this whole group coming together and taking this message to the world. And you know what we're talking about with Kannaway is premium CBD and hemp products. Okay, we're not in the marijuana business, we're not in the THC business, we're in the CBD business. And it's a business that is capitalizing on the medicinal properties of CBD. And if you go back in time, I mean, CBD's been around, hemp's been around for a long time. I mean, hemp's a very tall, fibrous plant that has a lot of industrial properties, a lot of industrial uses. And, you know, last week I talked a little bit about all the interesting things you can make out of hemp. You can make hempcrete, which is stronger and more porous than concrete, but it's also a #1 insulator. It lasts hundreds and hundreds of years and has a negative carbon footprint. And I see the slides, and do you want me to hit these slides, Andrew, real quick?
Sure.
Okay, well, Kannaway is based on 4 pillars. We're family oriented, and the whole family can use these products. We're oriented to aligning family with our company. We're sustainable, okay? The hemp, again, is very sustainable in terms of industrial usage. And I looked up some other things. You know, Henry Ford built a car out of hemp. It ran on petroleum from hemp. Textiles, paper, Declaration of Independence written on hemp paper. You know, the list goes on and on and on. So we're very sustainable in terms of the hemp itself, but we're a sustainable company because now CBD is backed by substantial research and science like never before. If we look at the third point, driven by science, this is really important. That's why you see so many people gravitating toward this, because you can't deny the research that's showing improvement in our health, improvement in the quality of lives of so many that need it. You know, people that were just, you know, living no quality of life are now changing because of our products. We're natural, botanical. I mean, our hemp is sourced out of Northern Europe, comes into this country and triple tested for purity. So there's no heavy metals. There's no toxic substances like insecticides, pesticides. Those kinds of things are all tested for. Once it's triple tested and deemed completely pure, natural, then we create our products, which have all the botanicals. So a lot of our products, not just CBD, but phytonutrients that potentiate the CBD, as well as the bee balm, which is our other herbal formula that we combine with the CBD to help it potentiate the effects of the CBD, but also creating adaptogenic properties in our body. And so the bee balm, which is in a lot of our products, allows for the adaptogens to allow our body to adapt to stress, physical stress, emotional stress, mental stress. So we have something really substantial. And you know, when I look at some of the other features with Kannaway that make us very unique, is that our products, a lot of them contain just a minute amount of THC. Now, if you know, marijuana is high in THC. It's the psychoactive component. Okay, well, we have less than 0.03% in a lot of our products, which are negligible. Okay, you're not going to get high. You can eat these products all day and drink them and smoke the vape, and you're not going to get high. However, because there are a subset of people that get drug tested very significantly, like Olympians and professional athletes and military and first responders, police officers, pilots, there's a lot of people that go through some rigorous testing, and they don't want to have the chance of there being any THC. So we have pure products with 0% THC, never been done before. And the reason it was done is because there were children having severe health challenges, especially refractory epilepsy in Brazil, in Paraguay, in Mexico. And the government said, we know that CBD will help these kids, but our government regulations say no THC whatsoever. And Kannaway created products that have absolutely no THC. So we can really appeal to everybody. Now, I like this slide because I learned a lot at my first Kannaway meeting. I first learned about the endocannabinoid system. It's a self-regulatory system that allows your body to create homeostasis and balance. And this system is made up of receptors. There's CB1 receptors that are mainly central nervous system, brain, CB2 receptors supporting the immune system, and other receptors in our vital organs to create that balance. So when we bring in CBD, when we bring in these wonderful Kannaway products, they fuel this self-regulatory system to allow our body to have vital organ communication and sustain an immune system and sustain a very strong neurologic system. Well, this was just recently discovered, you know, a couple decades ago. And when they discovered it, they also found out that even though we produce endogenous cannabinoids, we actually make some endocannabinoids, we don't produce enough. We used to have CBD in our diet and hemp in our diet up to like 1937, and it fueled this system. But then it just fell out. And when we produce our own, they are broken down by enzymes, and you produce less as you age. So when you start to fuel this system, again, you're creating such synergy within the body. Well, when the researchers looked at the fact a lot of people are deficient in endocannabinoids. This deficiency syndrome has now been linked to increased risk of migraines, increased risk of GI disorder like irritable bowel, increased risk of certain autoimmune diseases, fibromyalgia. So they really feel that when you're deficient in the system and then you fuel with the CBD, the system will start to liven up. And that's where the body becomes the miracle, because it's not like we have miraculous products, although in my heart they are pretty cool, but the body is the miracle. And if your body's deficient, it cannot function as the miracle is meant to be. So therefore, neurologic disorders can set in, cardiovascular disorders, hepatic, renal disorders, pain, inflammation, metabolic syndrome. So when you look at all the research with CBD, we're addressing all that. We're addressing pain and inflammation. We're addressing autoimmune disease. We're addressing neurologic disease like Alzheimer's, anxiety, depression, autism, ADD, ADHD, post-traumatic stress disorder, chronic encephalopathy, Parkinson's, Huntington's chorea, the list goes on and on and on. So this slide depicts what hemp looks like, very tall and fibrous, and then you have the marijuana, very short and bushy. Hemp, high in CBD, marijuana, high in THC. We are on the left side of this slide. This is what we do. And so we're very proud to bring this to the world again. And again, some more information about hemp being legal in all 50 states. Kannaway is legal in all 50 states, and we can ship across state lines. Marijuana, kind of a nightmare in a lot of states, in a lot of areas. So there's a lot of regulation. So we are on the side of non-psychoactive, legal in all 50 states, non-GMO, tested for purity, and now addressing pretty much every health challenge that people have. And then the brief history, I mean, again, it's been around for such a long time. CBD has been used for medicinal properties, and now we're starting to bring that back as cannabis as medicine. And that's really key for what we're doing here. I'm just going with the flow, Andrew. You want to throw some slides up there? I'll just follow them. So let's talk about this, traumatic brain injury. So you've seen the movie, and I forget who stars in it off the top of my head, but they looked at football players that had a lot of head trauma, because that's what they do. And they had this chronic encephalopathy. They call it CTE, chronic traumatic encephalopathy. Well, there's a big study out of California, I think it was UCLA, where they looked at a large group of people that had sustained head injuries, but basically from car accidents. Out of that 100%, the 80% that improved were regular cannabis users. And so CBD has been found and has a patent on the fact that it's neuroprotectant as well as being an antioxidant. So the way Dr. Tayles describes it, it's like having a second helmet over your brain. So the recommendation is that CBD, being a neuroprotectant, should be given to athletes of all ages that are susceptible to trauma to their brain. Never heard that before until I listened to Dr. Tayles, but really thought that was amazing. And yes, somebody just chatted with me, Concussion, played by Will Smith. And that was a really good movie because he brought it to light to the Professional Football League. And then research is extensive. Of course, epilepsy, metabolic syndrome, you guys, is epidemic. This is when people carry a lot of toxic fat in their bodies. And that toxic fat is just built up, and it causes early cardiovascular disease, early heart attack, peripheral vascular disease, strokes, associated with hypertension, type 2 diabetes. Well, because we have receptors in our liver and the CBD can fuel those receptors, the liver is our major detoxifying organ of the body. So when it starts to cleanse our bodies, what do you think happens to the fat? Well, that's why a lot of people are losing weight on our products. When you're losing that weight and losing the toxins, then you are starting to address the type 2 diabetes, the hypertension, the high cholesterol, and heart disease. So a lot of people are going back to their doctor saying, you know what, do I really need these meds anymore? My sugar's been stable, my blood pressure's been looking good. So we are addressing a major epidemic syndrome with metabolic syndrome. And of course, research with osteoporosis, cardiovascular disease, research done with cancer, people on chemotherapy. We don't make claims here at all, but if you have people that are interested in finding out more from a research standpoint, the data is there. It's all over the place. And that's another reason why we have so many healthcare professionals coming on board. You know, people from all walks of the medical profession. We have people that are MDs and NDs and DOs and veterinarians and dentists and nurses and you know, people that are in naturopathic medicine, acupuncture. They're really recognizing what we have, and because they see their patient base being so sick, and a lot of these doctors or healthcare professionals don't want to prescribe drugs anymore, they have an option. So for those of you that are not talking to healthcare professionals, you need to change it up, because there's a lot of them that are coming on board because they recognize what they can do to help people. And
Definitely.
yeah, and so let me finish out with just a couple more things, and then I'll turn it back over to you, Andrew. We have these pure products that meet all the standards of the anti-doping laws. So we've got the pure capsules, we've got the pure oil, but let me talk about the vape pen, because I thought anything you smoke was not good for you. I mean, of course, cigarettes have hundreds of toxins. They smell. There's ashes everywhere. It's not pleasant. You know, people don't feel good when they smoke cigarettes. We have something called a vape pen, which is the CBD, pure without any THC. It also has bee bong and other herbal ingredients. And when you inhale through the vape pen and you get these natural ingredients into your body, they go right into the bronchial passages and they go right into the vascular system. So what it's doing for the bronchial passages is that people that have diseases of the lung, they're seeing immediate results. And then you're getting this into your system immediately because of the way the vascular system is absorbing it. It's portable, it's healthy, it's safe, and it's really one of the nicest ways to get that CBD in if you're on the go. I just wanted to make mention of that. We've got wonderful products. We have a lot more to come. But for those of you out there, get out there and share. And I will also echo what Brad said and about Andrew and Jeff. They're always sharing. And you never know who's going to gravitate toward this. I had a gentleman at my house today, and I'm sorry for my voice. I've been talking all day long. I had a gentleman at my house today that signed up a week ago. Well, I met him because I needed an Uber driver. So I called Uber, or, did whatever on my phone, and this gentleman picked me up. He's Nigerian, really sweet. He's lived in this country for 8 years. Drives Uber, has a family, just making ends meet. And he's like, what do you do? And I said, I'm in the cannabis realm. Do you know what that is? He's like, I think so. He goes, is that marijuana? I said, no, this is a little bit different. So by the time we got back to my house and I told him what I did and I learned a lot about him, I, gave him some samples of salve, sent him some information, and then followed up. And he signed up. And then he was at my house today and he's got all his products laid out and I'm telling him how to use them. We get on his website, show him his back office. I put a plan together who he's going to talk to. And he said to me, it was destiny that you would even talk to me in my car. Because I'm an Uber driver. He goes, why'd you do that? And I said, because I have faith in all people. I said, I've seen in the industry people that come in that you would never expect to do a thing and they rocked it. And he said to me today when he was leaving, he gave me a big hug. And he said some broken English because he's Nigerian, but he's smart as heck. He's got a whole degree in psychology. And I did say to him, I said, this is a people business. This is a people business. The people are going to make you happy and they're going to make you angry sometimes. And he goes, well, I have a degree in psychology because I can handle it. So when he left today, he goes, I think it's destiny. And he goes, and I'm going to work my butt off and make this happen. So you know what? It's probably going to change his life and his family's life forever. So guys, I could have just sat in an Uber car and said nothing, but I didn't. And so you've got to talk to everybody and anybody that comes across your path. And don't be afraid to do it. If it's not the right time, then you just say next. So
that's true.
And tell people how to get it and teach them how to duplicate that. You'll grow a huge team, guys. It's a lot of fun.
Heck yeah, Dr. Becky. And, thank you so much. I'm seeing everyone asking these questions, and I know I want to go over it with you. And, what's great about the slide I have up here is the pure CBD. You mentioned to me, our company created this pure CBD oil and the capsules and also the pure 100 milligram vape. So talk about us about the benefits of taking the pure and also are they going to be able to show up if you do a drug test?
No, they're not. I mean, so Andrew, like all the compounds that they test through the World Anti-Doping Agency, none of that's going to show up with the pure. And because it's non-THC, absolutely no THC, there's nothing to worry about in that realm. So a great product, a unique product of Kannaway, and again, developed for young kids that are having seizures that now have the ability to have a quality of life because of the pure. So for people that have that concern, because I've actually signed up one person that had that concern. And I said, you know what, then we can put you on the pure, and we have that option. So don't forget about that option. That's something that's a first in our industry with Kannaway.
Nice. Awesome. And the benefits, I mean, right now it's 110 degrees out here. Normally when it's hot, again, I'm going to tell people right off the bat, look, we don't treat, we can't cure, we can't diagnose. Our body's a miracle. But I tell you one thing, I have not used my inhaler. And normally around this time I'm coughing, but I just take about five or six of these a day. And why do you think I see the benefits of this when I do the vape?
Well, again, you're opening up your bronchial passages, you're getting the CBD in right away. So for those of you out there that know people with COPD, they have asthma, reactive airways disease when they exercise, shortness of breath because they were previous smokers. So the vape pen is going to help them open up those passages, get the CBD in right then and there, so the absorption is very, very rapid. Also helping people that are working out with their endurance and when their recovery time. So a lot of great benefits. And I never even would think that going into this when I was introduced to it in February, because I'm like, you're inhaling this? I mean, that cannot be good. But yeah, it's just the opposite of what you think. And especially if you're a cigarette smoker, get off that and get onto something that's healthy. It doesn't smell, there's no ashes, and people are not going to shy away from you.
Awesome. I also have, before we go, I've been loving this, and I'll never forget, I tried the new essential oils here.
Yeah.
And this stuff is amazing. I mean, by accident, I tried the blue one, the Tranquility. I'm probably saying it wrong, but that one puts you to sleep. I mean, literally puts you to sleep. So be careful with that. It's good. The energy, I love the energy essential oil, and I love the, Humanity. It's great. Tell me a little bit about these and the bee-bong formula in them.
Okay, well, essential oils are wonderful. I mean, you can place them on the skin. In fact, we have in the back office a chart that will show you how to use all three of these based on certain pressure points. And so when you put them on, they address certain areas of your immune system to make you tranquil, to have the energy. So that's something that's very cool that people can use them like that. But you can put them in a diffuser. Inhalation also brings the oil in and helps you with all those three areas. So I love the oils. They're new. Everyone should experience essential oils. You're going to really enjoy these. And bee-bong, bee-bong formulation is in a lot of our products. And the bee-bong is handed down from over centuries from the Korean dynasty, actually. Bee-bong is a formulation of herbs and adaptogens, and these are secret formulations that open up your chi, which means it opens up your energy flow, and it helps with cellular energy and communication and vital organ energy. Your chi is also about your meridians and creating that balance and homeostasis. So chi is very important because it's very calming in our PM formula, but it also gives us energy in the AM formula. So the different herbs and different adaptogens that are put in there will potentiate the CBD either for energy or for tranquility, and for the vape pen also to just get that bee-bong in there to create the synergy within the vital organs in our immune system and our neurologic system. So if you just remember a couple things just in regards to all of our products, homeostasis, balance, and synergy is really what this is all about, and communication within our body through receptors and just through the ability for the vital organs to then function properly and bring that body back into a miracle. So you just remember a couple things. And with our Monday nights, if you can just take away 2 or 3 things, that's perfect. You don't have to know all of this all the time. Just know how you feel. Again, use the product, share them with everybody you know at any time, any place, anywhere. Show those people how to get it, and then show them how to do what you just did. And you keep it that simple, and you share with the heart, and you share with love and passion and conviction and belief. You will grow a huge team that will sustain you and your family as a legacy. And I believe that.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Dr. Becky. And guys, what a pleasure is having all these guests come on board, and we're super excited for this. And again, thank you for everyone coming tonight and listening to our Hempire webinar. Again, with this coming Thursday, just to let you know, in Ontario, California, we're going to have a meeting starting at about 6:30. So if you get that early, it'd be great because I know it's going to be a packed house. This will be at Thursday, 6 o'clock. Sorry, 6 o'clock from 8 o'clock. It'll be 3400 Inland Empire Boulevard, Suite 101, Ontario, California, 91764. Again, it'll be 3400 Inland Empire Boulevard, Suite 101 in Ontario, California. Guys, again, thank you so much. Thank you, Senor Brad. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you, Dr. Becky. All guys, you have a blessed night. Get ready, too, for Orange County. That will be July 15th. If you haven't already got your tickets, get them now. Early bird special. Also, too, I think they have some promotions going on till tomorrow night for the packages as well. All right, guys, take care and have a blessed night. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Andrew.